Hey everyone, this is Josh Smith with Notebooks.com. Today we're going to unbox a brand new ThinkPad notebook. This is in their X series. It's the X220. This is a 12.1 inch notebook that comes with an Intel Core i5 processor, and with the optional extended slice battery that we have, can achieve up to 23 hours of battery life. So let's take a look. First out of the box is our slice battery. So this slips onto the bottom of the notebook and brings our battery life up to 23 hours, and you can still connect to the dock if you need to. Next up, we have our standard battery that lasts 15 hours. And now let's pull the notebook out. As I mentioned, it runs a Core i5 processor and has a 320 gig hard drive. Alright, now that we have the notebook out of the box, I want to give you a look around the ports on the X220E. We have a pretty standard complement of business ports. Let's start on the left here. We have a vent, USB 2.0, VGA, DisplayPort, another USB 2.0, wireless switch, as well as an Express Card 34 slot. Along the front, not a whole lot to see. We do have some speakers here, a little lip to get a finger grip on the display. Well, along the right hand side we have an SD card reader, a USB 2.0 port that can also charge USB devices while your computer is asleep, Ethernet, and a combo mic headphone jack. Along the back we have our battery, which sits flush. We also have our charging port. So let's take a look at the inside. So as we open this up, one of the first things you'll notice is pretty standard ThinkPad keyboard. We have the beveled keys that we're used to. We have our pointer stick. We have a complement of quick access to our volume, to mute our mic, our power button, and some commonly used keys over here along the right hand side. So far the spacing looks nice. As expected, the keys are where we want them to be. One thing that's new on this is the mouse pad. So if we zoom in a little bit more, you'll notice that we do have the same buttons up here that we use with our pointer stick, but the buttons on the mouse pad have actually been moved and integrated, so we have our left and our right mouse click is a push on the whole mouse pad. And what's nice about this is it really gives us extra space for mousing. One of the areas that you usually have to sacrifice on a notebook of this size is in the touchpad, and so Lenovo looks like it's done a pretty good job here of opening this up and giving us more mousing space. Other items of note, we have a fingerprint reader, which is really good for the business sector. And now let's take a look at the display. First thing that we notice when we look at the display on the X220 is that it's an anti-glare matte display. So we're not going to pick up the same glare and lights that we would on a glossy display. Really nice if you're working outdoors or any place with harsh lighting. Also, we have a 720p webcam, and with the microphone that comes built in, we have a couple extra features. First off, if I'm taking notes on my keyboard and typing, the microphone's been tuned to suppress our keyboard clicks. So the person on the other end of the line doesn't have all the same clicky-clack that they'd hear on other notebooks. Another feature is you can go private or conference mode. So in private mode, it's only going to listen to the person right here in front, whereas with the conference mode, it'll listen to everybody around the notebook. So it's great if you need to be the only one using the notebook, or if you need to share it as a conferencing solution around a conference table or something like that. So another thing that's really nice about the X220 is that it's military tested for durability, which means it's been tested for physical shock, thermal shock, altitude, dust, vibration, humidity, heat, and cold. Another thing that's really nice is while we do have some really good battery options, Lenovo takes it a step further and uses adaptive technology to sense what you're doing and actually reduce the power consumption by other parts inside your notebook, so that overall you have a longer battery life. As I mentioned, the standard battery gives you 15 hours, and if we take our extended slice battery and slip it on, we go up to 23 hours. So you can see that this does add a little bit of bulk, but what's really nice about it is you've gone from something that'll last you 15 hours, which is practically all day, to something that really will last you the entire day. One downside is you don't have access to the dock. That's how this connects, but you can quickly remove this and then dock your notebook. It's compatible with the ThinkPad T, L, and W series docks. So we can charge our standard notebook battery on the back, or if we want, we can plug in here. We'll charge this battery and the standard notebook battery. It's nice, we have a little LED indicator here to show us how much battery life the ThinkPad X220 has in the extended battery, so that we can tell how far we can go. Again, the ThinkPad X220 has been announced today. It'll be available shortly with prices starting at $979. The notebook that we have here is configured at a little over $1,000, and the sliced battery is $179. So overall, this looks like a really killer solution. We're going to put it through its paces over the next couple weeks and see how it handles.